Hello guys, welcome in today's episode of Crypto Technical Analysis. Let's see what stories we're going to get from the BTC and Ethereum price actions. Before we start, if you guys learning and enjoying from the contents, do not forget to like the video, and if you are new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. Starting from the BTC, the first time in this channel I'm going to show you a monthly chart. If we're going to look into a monthly chart, that in the BTC history we didn't see such a horrible monthly candle. However, we still have a possible chance that as long as we're going to be staying above 32,000 and a half level on a monthly level for the next month, then we are good to go towards the upside as long as we hold this level. Otherwise, we will be expecting a bear market. However, it is too early to talk about it, and I'm still holding my bias. We're going to consolidate a bit, and after some consolidation, once we're going to break the major ceiling, which was around 46,000, 48,000 for this moment, and the bulls will appear, and then we will continue towards the upside. Looking at the weekly time frame, on the weekly time frame, as you can see, 46,000 and 47,500 level. As soon as we broke with this candle, the weekly time frame went into a consolidation zone. So at the moment, weekly time frame is consolidating around in this area, and as long as on the weekly time frame we're going to be above 35,500, 36,000, ideally $37,000. We are quite safe, and a consolidation will take place. Moving on to a daily time frame. When we look into a daily time frame, with this candle of 4th of May, as soon as we broke, we got a fake out. As you remember in the previous videos, we had a level of resistance at around 60,000 level. Daily time frame was a bullish, however, the lower and mid time frame was a bearish, and as a result, as I said, we will be expecting a dump in the market. So as expected, we did witness this heavy dump on the market, and right at this moment daily time frame is under the bear's control. 4-hour time frame. Before I move on to the multiple time frame analysis, I would like to recap from the previous videos. So if you remember that when the price action came right around here, and as I said, as long as we will hold the 0.5 level and the higher time frame, if you remember this level of around 34,500 level, and then if we're going to close above support 2, as I said, highly likely in the first place, lower line of this resistance, next resistance zone is going to be upper line of this resistance zone. And as soon as we get a confirmation under 2-hour time frame, once we're going to break this resistance level, then we are good to go towards the major ceiling. However, we didn't get that confirmation. I was extremely busy, so I couldn't make an update. So at the same time, 2-hour time frame didn't give us a bullish signal. So in the last video, as I said, that if one took this trade, you would have been already up by 24% spot profit. So I updated that via my Twitter account, and if you're a leverage trader, you did the maths for your leverage positions. So as I said, once we're going to have a rejection from there, highly likely we will see another dump. And as a result, in the long term, in the past few weeks, I've been telling about this squeeze under the symmetric triangle. So when the price action was around between 22nd and 25th of May. So as you can see, we've got this symmetric triangle, and some pattern traders, they may take this as a bear flag. However, as I keep mentioning, that you have to have a solid support resistance where this box, only horizontal levels, will dictate whether price will go up or down, and pay less attention to this type of patterns, especially when the market is consolidation. So resistance 1 in the previous videos, under 2-hour time frame, as long as we had a bullish confirmation, we're supposed to go all the way up. However, we didn't get that confirmation, and then the major ceiling was under 4-hour time frame, major resistance. Before we move on to multiple time frame analysis, if you want to learn all this technical analysis, what I'm showing to you, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8, and one-on-one intense mentorship is available. It only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master. And during the course, you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. So moving on. So we've got slightly new support and resistance levels. The major ceiling hasn't been changed. We've got resistance 2, resistance 1, and as well as the support 1 down below. Alongside, don't forget that multiple time frame Fibonacci levels hasn't been changed. So in order to be bullish under 4-hour time frame, this time in the next 72-hour plus, we have to break the resistance number 2. However, breaking the upper line of this resistance 1, it may take us all the way to the lower line of this resistance 1. At the moment, the 4-hour time frame is in the consolidation. It used to be under the bear's control. However, the good news is we are consolidating nicely under a 4-hour time frame. If we're going to lose the lower line of this support, highly likely we'll go in the first place upper line of this support, or maybe the price action may send all the way up to $33,000. As I said, we're consolidating nicely around in this area. Moving on to a 2-hour time frame. When we look into a 2-hour time frame, once yesterday we had this breakout of the resistance number 1, and we managed to stay a couple of hours in here, and again we broke right back from this upper line of this resistance level, and this was on the mid time frame. It was a fake out. In order to be bullish on the 2-hour time frame, I would say we have to break and stay above $38,000. However, if we're going to lose the lower line of this resistance 1, then which is going to be 35,700, 35,800, highly likely the price will go towards the support zone. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame is in consolidation right at this moment, and breaking, as I said again, $37,500, $38,000 will take us all the way up to $40,000. However, losing this level of resistance, lower line of this resistance line, will take us support number 1. So overall, for the swing traders, this is not the trade levels. You need to stay away if you're a swing trader. I would like to remind you also that these Fibonacci levels on the higher time frame, 0.618, the golden zone of 0.5, as well as the mirror image of 618 levels are extremely important and still in play, because it is based on a multiple time frame analysis Fibonacci, as well as at the same time it is a high time frame Fibonacci levels. So as you can see, it nearly matched with our upper line of this resistance number 2, also exactly matched with the upper line of this support number 1, and that's why I was keep mentioning, make sure we should hold those levels which I mentioned based on the mid and lower time frames. As a result, if we're going to hold the resistance number 1, then we are good to go to test the lower line of this resistance number 2. Otherwise, highly likely we will test the 0.5 Fibonacci level all the way up to lower line of this support number 1. Moving on to Ethereum, if you remember, under lower time frame as well as the mid time frame and higher time frame, which is daily, 3,000 and 3,200 was around this area, was extremely important. So after more than a week that we're coming, again, we cannot manage to break the lower line of this resistance. As you can see on the daily time frame, one candle managing to break. However, next candle, as you can see, we're breaking it down. Same scenario, trying to break the resistance number 1, the lower line, and the next one, which is today's candle, the bears managed to push the price down all the way back towards the high time frame resistance based on time factor. So right at this moment, daily time frame is under the consolidation. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. As I mentioned, if you remember, same levels going to apply. When we came to test the upper line of this resistance, we rejected all the way down up to the lower line of this resistance level. At the same time, as you can see, the Fibonacci level of 0.382, which is a mirror image of the 618, and as soon as I said, we're going to break the upper line of the support, highly likely we will go and then test the 618, the golden zone, which is 2,738. So as you can see, once you took it this trade, you would have been already up by 45% plus spot profit. However, when the price came all the way up to here, I said it because of the mid time frame and the low time frames are bearish. As a result, we will go all the way down there. Because of this, the bears will reject the price. So as a result, we saw another dump in the market. So with this, if you call it a double bottom or whatever you call it, if you're a pattern trader, as long as we're going to hold, as I said, 0.5 Fibonacci level, and that's the important level, then we went all the way up again towards the upper line of this resistance, as well as the 0.618 Fibonacci level on the higher time frame. So these are new support resistance for the Ethereum. And if we're going to move on to the multiple time frame analysis, we can see that as soon as we managed to break the lower line of this support level, 4-hour time frame entered into a consolidation. At the moment, 4-hour is in consolidation zone. 2-hour time frame. When we look into a 2-hour time frame, once we managed to break upper line of this support number 2, we broke it, retested perfectly, as you can see, number of wicks, and we didn't go below. Then 2-hour started giving us a bullish signal. Ethereum at the moment healthier than BTC. 1-hour time frame. Once we look into a 1-hour time frame, managing to break and stay above 0.5 Fibonacci level, broke it, retested it. Since then, we're under the bull's control for Ethereum. In order to be bullish on the 4-hour time frame, we have to break again the same levels since the last video, which is going to be 3100 and 3200 level, where the higher time frame resistance levels are. So this is going to be very important level for the bulls in order to stay in the bull market. So at the same time, for the bears also, this is going to be very important, and this is where the bears will show and dictate the price action, where it's going to go, whether they're going to allow us to go to the bull market, or we will see a further consolidation in the market. We came to an end of this episode too, and if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.